And welcome back aboard the Night Bus, magical transport for the stranded witch or wizard. I am Corey.
This is Jamie on this nightmare ride to nowhere.
Oh Lord, don't start out like that.
I mean, it is Friday the 13th.
This is true.
So buckle up, hold on.
Yeah, because it's a bumpy ride. We have no idea what we're talking about.
Well, we thought we did.
Yeah.
We know a little bit.
Yeah, we know.
But anyway.
There's always something to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that I have de-aged and I am now 10 years old and I am from the UK, that's new.
Oh, yeah, you try.
I'm trying. I got to shave and I should be good. I can pass.
You see, they have opened, they've started open auditions in the UK. Dude, you're going to have to make it to Britain.
Yeah.
Oh, that won't be too hard. We'll max out one of his credit cards. We'll get there.
There you go. They have started open auditions for the Harry Potter TV series. So some lucky boys and girls are going to get cast.
For the role of a lifetime.
Yes. Now, I just wonder if that's going to make the old cast grateful that they won't no longer be known as Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
There's still going to be a lot of people that look at them.
Oh, there's still going to be a lot that look at them as the OG ones, but for the longest time they didn't want to do nothing that had to do with Harry Potter or anything because they got tired of that being the only thing they're known as.
That happens to a bunch of actors for some reason. I've never been there, so I don't understand it. But it goes like Leonard Nimoy. He wrote a book at one time, I'm Not Spock, because, everywhere he went, he was Spock.
Yeah.
I don't know, they get typecast into certain types of roles and just, I guess, stuck in a rut. Or just recognized for one thing they've done, and I guess it messes with their head or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because it really messed with Daniel Radcliffe, because there for a while he was a borderline alcoholic. I don't know if you ever read any of that or not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess fame's difficult,
Well, yeah, us not being famous.
Yeah, we
don't
understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand. How could it be? But to literally have to walk outside and worry about people constantly taking pictures and harassing you, that would get old.
It would, but I think a lot of celebrities like that too.
Well, yeah. They like it but hate it.
Yeah, well.
They enjoy the attention, but they can't stand that they're constantly there. They can't pick and choose the moments.
Well, I wish I'd have caught the names. I was just randomly listening to some stuff here just a few days ago, and a subject of the paparazzi come up. And some famous person, said, a lot of these people like the paparazzi following them around. If they didn't, just leave Hollywood. They go to Oregon. There's no paparazzi in Oregon.
I mean, you have a point.
Yeah, until they found out you're there in Oregon.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you go a little incognito, and you could stay under the radar, but they don't want, a lot of them don't want that. They like it.
Well, that's
that's fine. Enjoy it. I mean, if you got it, enjoy it.
That's like when they was filming one of the Harry Potter movies. Daniel Radcliffe, he wore the same outfit.
Oh, yeah, just to mess with the paparazzi? Just leave the city for a little while, man.
They couldn't sell the pictures as anything new because it was
always the same outfit.
Yeah, always the same outfit.
I've seen that. But if you really want to get away from them, go to another city for a while.
Yeah, then you got to worry about, I don't know.
These people got money to just take off and go to another city for a little while.
I'm talking about the money-wise and stuff. It's always somebody leaks it. As soon as you pull up at a hotel or something, you walk in, somebody sees it, then next thing you know, just seen Brad Pitt walking through the hotel at such and such. Boom, paparazzi's there.
Yeah, I mean, they could really go off the radar and come to, like, our area.
Well, this is
walk around here and that guy looks a whole lot like such and such, but there's no way he'd be here.
Well, Hugh Jackman was supposed to have a place around here.
There you go. Have you ever seen him, though?
No.
May have walked past him, didn't know it.
This is a good possibility.
I mean, the easier option is to just buy you a big, nice house and just don't leave it.
That sounds like a whole lot of fun there, don't it?
For me, that sounds great.
No, I've got to get out every once in a while.
Get you a silo And builds you like and then you got everything right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do it like Fallout. You got your silo, go straight down and out from underneath. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love to have a place like that, but I'm not going to live there my whole entire life. I'm coming out that bad boy every once in a while.
Well, you can have a big, nice yard that's all gated off, so you can get outside and touch the grass and then go right back inside.
Well, I want to just get out and touch it.
Then you can say you went outside.
But if I've got enough money and time to not have to go to work and just spend all my time at a place like that, I don't want to go see everything, though.
I mean, you can still do that,
but you just, you're
going to get paparazzi by leaving, though. But
just change your looks a little bit.
Well, it ain't like,
don't act like you're famous. It
ain't like they can't get somebody from makeup to come out there and do them up.
Yeah,
because they've got to know a bunch of people.
I believe it could be done if they really wanted to. But,
yeah.
The other option is to just disapparate.
Well,
and apparate where you want to be.
If only.
Apparate and disapparate. Dad. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I haven't took my test yet.
No.
Not licensed?
No, not licensed.
I haven't passed mine yet.
I don't want to go to Azkaban because of that. Wonder what would actually happen.
At Azkaban, it'd suck real bad.
Well, I know that, but I'm talking about how illegal is it to apparate without a license?
Well, it's probably like driving without a license. It's not illegal till they catch you.
Yeah.
How do they catch you, though?
Now there's a good question. Does it leave?
I would say it's one of those deals where as long as you do it without splinching yourself, you'll never get caught. But the second you get splinched, they're going to show up and question you and be like, oh, so you didn't pass your test. You don't have your license.
I left it at the house in my other pants. That's where it's at.
Unless the Aurors really are like the CIA and they got a trace on you and you don't know it.
Oh, that would ruin the whole Harry Potter story.
How so?
It would ruin the whole 7th book, I should say.
How? I'm maybe right. I don't know where you're going, so I got to ask.
They're constantly hiding, and if they knew exactly where they was at, they would never have to hide.
Point.
Yeah, they would have known where Harry was the whole time.
Okay, so takes that off the table. So how would be the?
Like I said, it's what I just said. That's the only way I know of is the second an accident actually happens, then you're busted. But as long as you don't mess up any, you should be good. I mean, heck, does it ever say that Harry got passed his apparition test? Because he didn't get to take it when Ron and Hermione did. Because he was too young still. So he never took his test.
He took it in book 6, didn't he?
No, he was too young. Ron and Hermione took theirs. Hermione passed, and Ron just failed.
Maybe it's just a thing for school. You don't really have to have it to do it. It's like a grade or something.
No, because
it says specifically you have to have it.
Bill and Fred wasn't allowed. George and Fred shit.
Bill?
They couldn't apparate until they passed their test. Then they was apparating everywhere. They got in trouble because of their mom. Because just because you can do it, don't mean you should do it.
But at that age, they still have a trace on them.
The trace breaks at 17.
Yeah, and they were what?
And
already
you can't take your apparition test until you're 17.
Okay. So no trace on you at that point. I have no idea then. Plot hole. We found a plot hole.
So I'm just saying, Harry book, Harry never passed his test.
I believe you could Google it, and they'll say he probably done took it and passed it and everything else, which you never actually see Harry actually apparate on his own. There's always somebody there with him.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. Harry's not a great wizard.
No.
He maybe never learned how to.
Oh, he did.
The only thing he's really good at was flying.
There was a few times where he was like in control of them apparating. So
I don't remember that one.
He apparated back with Dumbledore, and he like controlled when they come back because Dumbledore was so weak at the end of book 6.
Okay.
He's the one that done it. Yeah. Once they got outside the cave and onto the rocky shore, he's the one that apparated them back to Madame Rosmertus. Said that weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Madame Rosmertus.
You can't say it either. Good.
Yep.
Well, don't look at me. I'm not even going to try.
Madame Rosmerta. There we go. I got it up that time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Harry can definitely apparate, but at as of the end of book 7, he had not passed his test.
He had practiced, but he never got to take the test.
Yeah, he never got to take the test because when he turned 17 was the day that was the 7 Potters when they were escaping and Mad Eye Moody got killed and all that.
Yep.
So yeah, there was no time to go take an apparition test during that. But I would assume after the story, Harry eventually went and took it. I mean, he was an Auror, and I would say it's hard to become an Auror if you haven't passed your apparition test.
Well, this is true. You probably got to be proficient at most things.
Yeah, and you got to have the right paperwork, so he definitely would have took the test and passed it.
Yeah. See, I got a question.
Okay.
They find the Chamber of Secrets, and nobody ever goes back to it except for Ron and them to get the basilisk thing. Dumbledore and them say, hey, let's go down here and see what's going on. What can we find?
Apparently not.
Nobody even questioned him where it was at.
No.
I thought that was weird as shit.
I would say there's a lot of passages and places and things in Hogwarts. Dumbledore's even said he doesn't know everything that's in there.
Yeah, this is true, especially with the room of requirement.
I don't know. At that point, maybe when another room is found, they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but this is Salazar Slytherin.
Well, you would think at least the Slytherin people would be interested.
Not so much, just, Dumbledore's trying to find out everything he can about
And
Voldemort.
It never says they do, but maybe they do. And again, they'd have to have somebody that could speak Parseltongue. Ron lucked up and was able to.
Because Harry talks in his sleep.
Who would ever thought to try that?
Yeah, he mimicked.
So it may be a case of they just couldn't get in. Unless, like Harry was around to open it. Because he's the only one.
Yeah.
That we know of.
He's the only known Parseltongue.
Yep.
At the time of the story. At the time the story takes place.
Yeah, so at that point, they'd have to have someone to open it, and they just maybe
Well, I'm pretty sure Dumbledore could have figured out how to pop that thing right open.
Oh, well, I'm sure he could.
I believe he could have.
I believe
Even
he
without
just forced
speaking,
himself.
even without speaking Parseltongue, I believe he could have.
Yeah.
He could have got in there if he really wanted to.
Yeah, because they didn't fly out the same way they went in, so they could have went in the back door.
And it's not called the Chamber of Secret. The Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like you. I didn't ever go explore.
Yeah. Hell, why didn't
What
Harry
else might
them go
still
back
be in there?
exploring? As mischievous as they are, always have to nut.
Plot hole.
You never know if that basilisk laid eggs.
It wouldn't
Well, it'd
matter.
have to, huh?
Wouldn't matter.
No.
It's got to be a chicken egg hatched by a toad.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, there's a whole complicated series to making a basilisk.
Yeah. I'd almost want to try that, though.
Let's not play around with it.
I'd want one.
Results might. Yeah, you will. He's plotting it now.
Yeah.
Well, if I knew I could get a toad to live long enough
How
to
can we
hatch
do-
one.
How can I do this? Okay.
They've been keeping toad warm enough to hatch one because the toad cold-blooded anyways, so.
I would want to test the limits of the room of requirement. If I was at Hogwarts and had discovered that room and kind of like discovered what it could do, I would be just testing the limits every day. Just going up there and just walking by it 3 times, just seeing what I can make happen.
Yeah, I would too. I'm not going to lie.
It's like, what?
I'm just waiting
What can
for
this
it.
room not do? And I'm just going through trying different things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it turned into a huge room for all the people that was hiding from
Dumbledore's army to train.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the.
Oh yeah, then it turned into basically a common room for every house but Slytherin.
Yep. And it had that one painting that was hanging there to where they could go back and forth between.
Yep, the Hog's Head.
Yep, and get food and everything. So you would think they'd had that. The room requirement could have fixed their door going to the kitchen, and they could have snagged some food out of there because there was a lot of people in that room of requirements, and it's a lot of food to be sending through that damn little portrait hole.
Yeah. I mean, you also well, I don't know. Is Dobby still working in the kitchen at that time? And why is he not just taking them some food?
Good point.
Dobby's dead.
At that point, is he?
I guess he was dead at that point when they found out where they was going to.
I'm trying to remember when exactly. I think it was after Christmas break. Is that when Neville had to go to that room.
Oh, I can't remember.
So there was a time when, Dobby wasn't dead for the whole 7th book. He died near the end of the 7th book. Well, not near the end, about 2/3 of the way through it.
Yeah. Now you had Creature that was there.
Well, Creature was at number 12 for a while because he was with Harry, Ron, and Hermione. And then, they had to leave because they accidentally, like a dummy, apparated straight there. Knowing they're being chased, instead of just apparating anywhere, making sure the coast is clear, then apparating back to number 12, they apparated straight to number 12.
They was going to number 12 to begin with, but that dude grabbed a hold of their ankle. So
I know, but what I'm saying is, you're being chased. Like, you're trying to get out of the ministry. Don't go right back to your safe place. You go somewhere else first.
Well, they could have went there if the guy wouldn't have grabbed hold of the leg.
I'm just saying, though, to be on the safe side, if you're running from the cops, you don't go straight home to hide.
Well, you're also looking at a bunch of kids who...
You are. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's another one of those, if you done something logically, the whole story falls apart and it's not as interesting. So I'm, being stupid, but yeah.
Plot hole.
Well, there's a lot of plot holes.
That's anything.
In any story there is,
you
can fish them out and find them.
Yeah, if you ask enough questions, you'll find enough plot holes to be like, well, this is stupid.
Most of the time, common sense is the biggest plot hole.
Yeah.
It's like if you just stop and say, okay, let me use common sense here. Okay, yep, that don't make no sense.
And when you get into those, man, you got to look. And a lot of people look at a situation and go, well, how does that even, that'd be impossible to do. But it happened in the story. So now you got to figure out, in the story, how would it be possible? Just,
You do Corey's thing. It's just magic.
Exactly.
Too easy.
Yeah. No, I can't go with it. It's just magic. Because if you use it's just magic for everything, then the whole story ain't no good.
Nah.
Go ahead.
It's like, can't always be a time turner either.
Yes, it can.
No.
It can always be a time turner.
Time turners. Yeah.
This is the thing with basically but most fantasy novels and movies is, because it's fantasy, most of the time, if you dig deep, it's going to fall apart.
True.
But if you don't dig deep, you can just blindly follow it because it's like, well, I mean, it's fantasy. Of course that can happen. It's a made-up world.
But it's so fun to sit there and try to dig into it.
It is.
It's fun until you dig it too much like you do, and then you get these questions where it's like, I don't want to know the answer to this question. Quit asking it.
No, I want to know the answer to the questions.
We don't need the answer to every question.
I want a legit answer for how much a galleon is. I don't care 10 pounds is not an answer.
Well,
because I think somebody just got that because if you listen to Chamber of Secrets, Hermione's mom and dad are at Gringotts and they're exchanging 10-pound notes. Weasley said they're exchanging 10-pound notes, and I believe that's how they got that a galleon is 10 pounds.
Well, I mean, if that's the only reference you have to go by, then you got to work inside of what you got,
Yeah.
So that's really all you can go by.
Yeah, but that just a wand for $70.
Well, I mean, why not?
How much do we pay for our wands at Universal?
Now we paid $70-some for our wands.
So
they're not real. I can't cast a spell with this bad boy.
But in the wizarding world, magic is real.
Yeah.
So a wand is,
well,
it's an item.
Well, if you also go to the same one, Mrs. Weasley and them, they open up their vault, they reach in there, they grab a bunch of silver sickles and one galleon.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me they had $10 and a little bit of pocket change in their vault?
Apparently, the Weasleys live paycheck to paycheck. That's just what they stashed away. They have other money, but they're using it. It's in.
They don't even have other money.
It's in pocket money.
And all that bought all the school books and stuff that they needed.
No, well, I mean, they got that out of it. They didn't say that's again. They had to have more money than that. That's just obvious. So it had to be in pocket money.
They was talking about buying a lot of Jenny's stuff secondhand.
Yeah,
And that's fine. but it's still 1 galleon
That's what I'm saying. That's
and a
what they
bunch
took
of
out.
silver sickles and canuts.
That's their savings. I know.
Good
Yeah,
God.
God.
Give us
man.
some skimpy savings.
Come on, man. How many times have you been like with no savings?
I'm always with no
And
savings.
when-
What the hell are you talking about?
You know, when payday rolls around, you're like, thank God, because the other one ran out a day or two ago.
Yeah, but I'm not going to the Wizarding Bank and throwing $10
But it's
in.
just a bank to them.
Well, maybe 13
I
bucks
hear
in
what
there.
you're saying with the Wizarding Bank, but to them, it's just like us going to the bank or, to the drawer where we keep our savings at.
Yeah.
My savings drawer.
I would rather have that little bit of money at my house than have to go all the way to Diagon Alley, get my money, and then do whatever the heck they're going to do with it.
So,
But again-
with a handful, like you said, with a handful of sickles, 1 galleon, and some canuts, yeah, they had to have more than that.
You had 4 kids there's going to school.
Hey,
No, 5.
hey, man, maybe they have like wizarding vouchers. Why not? Didn't I'm getting my story right. Isn't there like things set up for the people who can't pay for the stuff at Hogwarts to get their equipment?
There is,
Isn't that
but
mentioned
that's
at some
primarily for
Muggles.
orphans and muggleborns.
Yeah.
I mean, if the Weasleys are that freaking poor, maybe they on assistance.
Hey, they could be.
Well, they might be, but good Lord.
Maybe
Which is sad, man, considering that Mr. Weasley works for the government.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he works for the Ministry of Magic. And again,
Works for the
they don't
government,
have
on
a
food
power
stamps.
bill. They don't have a water bill. They have a sewer bill. They have no Wi-Fi, no cell phone service. They ain't got to buy freaking stamps. All I can do is feed the owl.
See, we don't know all the intricacies of the wizarding world.
We don't know it all, but I mean, again,
Maybe
they
there's
can
like
use
a,
magic
maybe
for a
there's
lot of
like
stuff.
an annual owl fee or something.
Yeah, maybe they got to pay taxes on that
Owl
owl.
flight fee,
Hey, now
You got to insure your owl while it's in the air.
you got to buy a TV license while you're over there to watch TV.
In Britain?
Yeah.
Oh,
You've
absolutely.
got to have a license to watch TV.
Yeah, they're getting away from that now, kind of, though. Because, you can stream everything.
Yeah.
So the BBC's basically going broke. But, yeah, back when it was just all, aerial TV and cable TV and whatnot, yeah, you had to pay your annual license fee or, you didn't get TV.
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't much different than all the fees you used to get around here with cable.
Exactly. So, like I say, man, maybe you got to insure your owl. Maybe intercontinental flights cost more,
We've been having the same conversation, argument, whatever you want to call it, about the Weasleys and being poor for like friggin' 10 years now.
Yes, I don't see how they could be so damn poor.
I don't know.
We always
Granted.
come to the same conclusion. We don't understand it, but we also don't understand what all goes into, being a wizard money-wise. So it always leads to the same, I just don't know. They shouldn't be that poor, but they are. But they shouldn't be, but I don't know why. But maybe they are. I don't know.
He wasn't even living paycheck to paycheck.
No.
I know one thing. They blew through that lottery money they won real quick.
Lottery money?
Yeah, when they won that sweepstakes,
Yeah,
they went on that trip.
Ain't their boy Bill off in other countries, like, making really good? Does he not help his family out?
I guess not. He's a curse breaker for Gringotts, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
he gets a lot of gold.
Yeah, and he goes into Harry's vault and gets his money out for him. And Harry said, he would gave him money if,
They would have took it, but they
Would
wouldn't take it.
My thing is, why didn't you just send a letter to the bank? Hey, transfer some of my money over into this vault.
Yeah.
Because it ain't like Sirius Black wasn't on the run. I was out friggin' shopping spreeing with his money.
It's like I say,
Yeah,
man,
buying a firebolt.
we touched on that once before. Goblins don't play by wizarding law. They're
no.
goblins. You got a vault, you got access to it. They don't care if you're a criminal.
Yeah, which that's the way it should be. It don't matter if you're a crook or not. It's like these banks. Unless the government comes in there and say, hey, we're putting a hold on this thing. You can go get your money out of there no matter what.
Cool.
They might trace where you're getting your money from and try to find you, but I mean,
That's when you go with the safety deposit box route. Except for those aren't insured. So,
No.
you know, if somebody decides to go in there and rob your safety deposit box.
And every wizarding family or with separate wizard, the families have their vault. Do individuals have their, or can they get their own vault?
yeah.
Do you have to pay a fee for your vault?
See, I've always wondered
Is
that.
there like a yearly or a monthly fee on your vault to keep it?
I said, because
The
There's
goblins
gotta be-
got to be making
the
a profit.
goblin-
They're all
Yeah.
about profit.
oh yeah, the goblins are all about the money, so you know you're paying for it.
Yeah, there's got to be a fee.
So if the Weasleys are paying a fee to keep a vault that they got practically no money in, that's a little odd.
Well, that's like watching these Storage Wars things where people go in there and they buy these vaults and they're finding $500-$600 in that was, you know, in envelopes and stuff stacked in little safes. It's like, if I know I got money in there, I'm just going to pay my storage fee, go in there and get my money out, and then
Yeah, well, getting off subject a little bit, but if you got a storage container with $600 in envelopes, it sounds like not a very honest person to begin with.
Yeah.
They may not be able to get back to their savings, or they may be dead,
well, good friends might be in jail.
or in jail even.
Yeah, but my thing is, like you, if I'm paying for that vault and all I've got is pocket change in there, they don't even have enough money to buy a burger in real life. If they was to switch that over into, you know, our currency, they couldn't buy a Happy Meal. But yet they're buying
not if
school
that-
books and everything else to send their kids to school. I want to know the true breakdown. Now,
But that's the only.
they're not looking at, now when they're exchanging 10-pound notes, it doesn't say 10-pound notes for galleons. It just says that they was in there exchanging 10-pound notes.
Right.
That
so
was it.
There's nowhere that I know of in any of the stories that gives you a decent reference as how to figure up the money.
And I'm
Yeah.
assuming she did it on purpose because it would get to
The crazy people like us that are sitting trying
Right.
to figure it out.
you would get too many people out there breaking every little thing down, and all of a sudden it's like, well, going by this, the Weasleys should have been, you know, either way richer or, you know, this or that. And, well, at this rate, then, you know, the amount of money Harry has in his vault means that he's a billionaire, and there would be all
Well,
this
how
crazy
much
stuff.
did Harry pay for the omninoculars or whatever?
10 galleons, I think.
A
I think it
piece
was
or for
10 galleons a piece, yeah. So he paid 30 galleons, I believe.
No, because Ron was talking about that's an awful lot of money. You can't be spending that on me. He said, well, don't worry. You ain't going to get a Christmas present for the next 10 years. And Ron was like, all right. So, again, if you only spent 10 galleons on them.
I don't know. There's no point of reference. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what
And like you
blows
said, maybe
my
she
mind.
kept that kind of vague for that very reason. So we can only guess that Harry.
Yep, I was right. 10 galleons each.
So we can only guess that Harry's like, well, okay, 10 galleons at $10 a piece would be $100. I mean, for a kid, $100 is a lot of money.
Well, yeah.
And he bought, you know, so,
3 of them, so $300.
so $300. So that's quite
But
a
this
chunk.
this is Harry. Harry was left a small fortune by his parents, and then when his godfather died, he was left another small fortune that was added to
that's
his
right. He inherited
small
all
fortune.
Sirius's money too.
Yeah.
So his small fortune turned into a medium-sized fortune.
And I would imagine Sirius's money was a bit more than James's.
It probably was.
Oh, I see.
The
It was.
Black family,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was the Black family.
And he
they
got
was
the
evil
house.
to begin with.
So, like I said, if there ever was a proper breakdown of money in like our terms, Harry's probably a billionaire.
Or just comfortably well off.
Yeah, he got old school money.
Yeah, he got old money.
Well, I'd say he was comfortably well off from his parents, and then he may be quite rich after he got the
Yeah.
chunk from Sirius,
Oh, yeah.
too.
And then if they would have sold half the shit they throwed away when they was cleaning it out. in
Oh,
book
yeah.
5.
Oh yeah, yeah. The stuff that Mundungus was stealing and selling.
Yeah. Well, he's only stealing the stuff that creature stole back that they was throwing away.
At any time that was talking about Mundungus, does it mention any kind of coin exchange for him on anything?
Nope.
That might
No.
be a decent rate. Okay, well, no reference there then.
No.
We can guess that Mundungus is, not high on the income scale.
Yeah.
No,
He's a
as far
street
as
urchin.
Yeah, as far as I know, he didn't have a job, so he lived off of
What he,
what he sold. Yeah, what he could steal and then sell.
Yeah.
So it's a fair bet he probably didn't have a vault at Gringotts.
Well, wait a minute. There was one time they was talking about coinage, and that when Fred and George was buying some ingredients off of him.
Well, yeah, but again, that's just another, how much do you want to pay in wizarding money for it? There's no Muggle money mentioned at all in that.
No. The only time Muggle money is mentioned is in Chamber of Secrets and Half-Blood Prince. Not Half-Blood Prince, but Order of the Phoenix. That's when Fred and them was trying to buy the stuff off of him.
Off who? Mundungus?
Yep.
And who knows? You may listen to that a new audiobook from the Wizarding Archive, and it may answer one of these questions.
Yeah. If
What
it
new
ever
book?
comes out.
It is out.
Oh, is it already out?
Yeah, came out 2 weeks ago.
What book?
It technically what they did, what JK did was she took all the things that she ever put up on Pottermore, answering questions that people asked about Harry Potter and all the different stuff. She took all that stuff
And wrote
and
2 books.
made it into audiobooks.
Cool.
And, yeah, the first one's out. It's 8 hours long.
And this is straight from JK.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wrote it. There's a book 1 and a book 2.
Your answer may lie in that book.
I will have those books, and if I know there's already out, I didn't grab one of them.
Yeah.
Because last time
I've
I
got
looked
it.
at them, it
Haven't
was
started it yet.
pre-ordered.
But I've got one. It's narrated by Luna, Ivana Lynch. Well, she's one of the narrators. So,
Have you listened to any of it?
now, I've been listening to the Harry Potter books again, so I didn't want to interrupt my listening to them to jump to this.
Yeah, I done finished Chamber of Secrets again.
I finished Order of the Phoenix today. So I'm on to the Half-Blood Prince.
Hear about Muggle money in Goblet of Fire too. At the Quidditch match, because
Yeah, that's when
Ron's dad
the
was
Roberts
trying to pay for the campground, and he was asking Harry to show him what these funny bills were for.
Yeah, it's like there's clearly numbers on it, so just go by the numbers.
Again,
That's how I feel like if I'm in another country using foreign currency, I can figure it out just based on the numbers on the bills.
Not
I know
necessarily.
I can bring you some Chinese money up here to agree with you, the actual paper money, because it's got numbers on them, but some are dollars and some are cents, but they're all paper money.
Because I know I've got some Afghanistan money, and to me, looks very it's clearly different bills than what we have, but it's still got numbers just like we got on it and everything, so. I don't know.
What kind of numbers?
I
Have you
haven't-
got a five something note or like a 5,000 something note?
That most of them are in instead of like we have 5, 10, 20, most of those are like 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. But I also haven't looked at that money in 15 years, so I may be misremembering.
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah, you look it up on your phone and see how much it translates over into American money.
Yeah.
Give us an estimate on the wizarding gold over in that part of the world.
I watched a few.
Well, we've looked up a couple different times the translation of galleons to
It's always that
money,
20
but
pounds.
yeah, it's always the same thing. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but now, do they use galleons in America, or is that just a British thing?
I'd say it's just a British thing.
Yeah, because they nomade is what we call Muggles in the U.S., which.
So I would assume if the American wizards have a money separate from like Muggle money, it's something else besides galleons.
Yeah, because Harry was talking about, his money wouldn't be worth nothing outside of the wizarding world, but it's gold. So
Apparently back in 2016, J.K. Rowling was asked the question of, what American wizards use for money.
What'd you say?
They use dragons. Dragots. Dragons.
Dragons. Okay.
Don't sound too American. That sounds more of a British thing, but okay.
I mean, this is J.K. Rowling, so...
And she's probably just like making this up on the fly when they ask the question,
Well, yeah.
They have a magical Congress of the United States of America. The keeper of treasures and dragons. In 1790, the position was held by Aristotle Twelvetrees.
12 trees.
Yep, this person's last name is literally spelled out 12 trees.
I reckon.
A man whose daughter almost brought an end to the entire wizarding world in America. Does not go into any more details than that. So I don't have no clue what she did, but...
It's a story for another day.
Yeah. How could this... Even if you told one muggle, unless you throwed it up on YouTube or something.
But, yep, dragons. Apparently, we use dragons.
I wonder what the conversion from a dragot to a galleon is. Are they equal? Is it like $1 to a pound? See, guys, we could rabbit hole this all night long.
Yes. And it better be in the book she wrote. These other ones.
This book is just stuff she's written before. I don't think she put anything new in the books.
Yeah, but at least it's all in one spot.
Right. It just makes it easier to find
dig it
now.
up through the internet. She has written a couple other books, but she uses a pseudonym when she writes them.
I was wondering if she'd ever wrote anything aside from the Harry Potter books and all the stuff that goes with the Harry Potter books, like something totally separate from it.
Yep, the first author to become a billionaire, but
See, according
she didn't
to
stay a billionaire long because she gave a lot of it away to charity.
according to this website I'm on, and I guess they converted this to American, a galleon is equivalent to $25 US. A sickle is equivalent to $1.50, and a canut is 5 cents.
That leaves a lot of leeway for change, don't it?
That means that that would put the price of a butterbeer at $3, and
Accurate.
the price of a wand at $175.
Sounds more reasonable, I guess.
Well, yeah.
So yeah,
Because again, I know it's a magical wand, but it's in the magical world.
Yeah.
and it says it looks like even wizards are subject to overpriced textbooks. Because at that rate, it would have meant that, when Harry had to pick up his copy of Advanced Potion Making, had to send off for it cost more than a wand.
See, that's where that...
Don't make no sense because then Ron couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
There's no way Ron could afford a book that cost more than $175.
Yeah, and again, they had to buy all the Lockhart books for all the kids. Now, Harry gave his to Ginny, but I don't know how she was going to use them. He's in year 2, she's in year 1, unless he's using the same books for every year then.
And Lockhart was only there for 1 year. So you bought all those books and they're useless the next year.
I would assume...
They're useless when they bought them.
Yeah.
It never says, but I would assume that a lot of the books they get, like, especially when, the first, 4 or 5 years of their wizarding education, each year they got to get, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4. I would assume they turn the other ones in and get, partial refunds. Kind of the way,
you can buy secondhand books.
Right, kind of the way college students...
They got to come from somewhere.
Yeah, the way college students sell off their books. I would assume they do that. They would have to.
Well,
as poor as they are.
They passed them down to, just like their robes and stuff. They just passed them down.
Yeah. And also, based on this conversion rate, that means that Harry spent $750 on those 3 omnioculars. And that would also mean that his Triwizarding Tournament winnings that he gave to Fred and George was the equivalent of $25,000.
That'd be about right instead of 1,000.
Yeah. I mean, that we always knew that 1,000 was 1,000 galleons. But in the old rate that we was going by, that would have equated out to just 10,000 Great British pounds, which would have been like $12,000 or $13,000.
Kind of hard to start a business on that.
Yeah, $25,000 though. Yeah, you could start a small one.
Yeah, that get you your business started.
Oh, here we go. The Weasleys' vault in the Chamber of Secrets. When they one galleon and a pile of sickles, that meant it equated to roughly between $50 and $75 US.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
they had to buy Lockhart books for at least 5 kids.
And in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows,
telling you, man, they were getting
They couldn't get. Well, they had to get assistance from somewhere.
They were getting wizarding welfare. It's the only way they could buy anything.
And like in Deathly Hallows, when they put a price on Harry's head, for capture, it would equate out to $2.5 million.
I could see that.
Wow. Which I mean,
and you wonder why the Slytherins were wanting to turn them in. That's $2.5 million.
That's $2.5 million. I get it.
Sorry, Harry.
Yeah.
You gone.
You wasn't that good of a wizard anyways.
Exactly.
You might have been a good teacher. You just wasn't a very good wizard. You're a wizard, Harry, and a thumping good one, I imagine, once you had a little training up.
You're going to have to get a little better at that accent, and then you may be able to try to apply for Hagrid.
I can get Hagrid.
Although they'll have to put you in a suit to make you a little taller and a little bigger.
Yeah, Robbie Coltrane wasn't a very tall man.
No, he wasn't.
But this time I want it to be more accurate. Hagrid needs to be huge.
He's got to be a good actor first. Then you can have a big good actor.
It's Hagrid. I mean,
still
anybody should be able to play.
Yeah,
bumbling.
So you just going to throw Robbie Coltrane under the bus like that? Did anybody could have done it?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying it shouldn't be that hard. That don't mean it isn't. I'm saying it shouldn't be though.
Well, in the movies it wasn't that hard, but in the books he's got a whole lot more going on. Well, that's like Ginny and Malfoy. You know how much screen time they have in all the movies?
I mean, I know how much Malfoy does, but
30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes for both.
Yeah. I didn't know they were the same, but yeah, I knew
I knew Malfoy's was 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30
But in
minutes.
those 30 minutes, you remember every minute of it.
Yeah, because he was a little dick, and you just want to...
He was supposed to be.
Yeah, you just want to pop him in the nose. He played that role perfect. I couldn't picture a better Malfoy than the one they had. A better Draco.
I mean, we're going to see.
Well, yeah.
We say this, about all the characters. Like, to me, I don't know the lady's name, but the lady that played Umbridge played
Dolores
that
Umbridge.
Perfectly. The actress.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean...
She's more hated than Voldemort.
Yeah. It's like, you take this character that everybody in the books hates more than anybody else, even more than Voldemort. And they found the perfect lady to play her. And she nailed it. And it's like, now with the series, who knows? They may find somebody now that's like, well, that's even better. How'd they do that? Or it could go the other way.
Yeah.
It could be like, well, that's not Dolores Umbridge.
But now...
Which we got a while before we get her.
Yeah.
It'll be a while. But, man, I've thought about that, and a lot of people don't want to see anything new, because that cast is how they view that character. And that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But and I think I've compared these before. Take A Christmas Carol. Classic Dickens novel.
Yep.
Harry Potter is a cool franchise of movies. But those books are going to be around forever.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to be as classic as A Christmas Carol, Tom Sawyer, any other great novel you could think of that's just will be around forever. These books are going to be around forever. So, over time, there's probably going to be a lot of
reiterations.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, look how many different versions of The Christmas Carol exist. Although the one with Alistair Sim in the 50s is the best one.
I was going to say, to me, a more accurate representation is comic books
I will say
and
that.
all the different Supermans and Batmans and all these different superheroes. That there's so many different actors because they always reboot them and redo them.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I would put this more
Same
similar to.
difference. Well, I mean, those
Because it's a whole cast of new
Superman,
characters.
Batman, Wonder Woman, if you want to go that route, are as classic and as timeless as any classic characters. They're always going to be there.
Yeah, and look how many different people have played the role.
Point.
Yeah. Look how many people sucked at it, though.
Been a few. Been a few.
I actually literally just last night rewatched Dark Knight Rises.
Mm.
The last good Batman movie.
Yeah, because then they come out with some dumb
me.
ones.
I didn't
I wouldn't
mind.
say that. Just,
Yeah, I didn't mind these. Well,
I wouldn't say the last good Batman movie.
I don't know. I've already said this before. I didn't personally like Ben Affleck as Batman.
Well,
I
we
didn't
didn't get
mind
enough to know, really.
I didn't mind the movies, the Batman movies, and Batman vs Superman and the Justice League. I liked those movies. I don't know. I don't like him as Batman, or didn't like him as Batman. He's already been replaced. So.
Well, I mean, most people will say Michael Keaton, best Batman. Michael Keaton done a very good Batman for that type of Batman.
Yep.
He did.
But that was more of a campy comic book type Batman, which was cool. But I don't know if I'd say he was the best or even my personal favorite.
Nah.
Not taking anything away from Michael Keaton being Batman, but
I mean,
I guess everybody's got their own favorite.
Well, yeah.
I like Christian Bale.
There was a very good version of Batman.
I just rewatched Dark Knight Rises. So that tells you how I feel about him. But yeah, I love those set of movies. Those 3 Batman movies I love those movies.
But when you take, say, the cast of the Justice League, and you got Ben Affleck's Batman, Henry Cavill's Superman, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, Momoa's Aquaman. We don't care about the Flash. Anybody could have did that.
They should have done it.
Ray, I can't think of Cyborg's the actor that played Cyborg, but you take those guys, that was a good cast.
Henry Cavill made a damn good Superman.
I think so very much.
It definitely, if you would have had somebody like Christian Bale as Batman around all those people, it would have made Batman look tiny.
Well,
Because Christian Bale is nowhere near as built as Ben Affleck was when he played Batman. And like I said, when everybody else you just named off are all like tall and jacked. I mean, even Gal Gadot is tall. She's not jacked, but she's tall. So I will give it to you that with if Christian Bale was playing Batman when around all of them, he would have looked like a small, weak Batman compared to them.
I don't know. They would have beefed up his suit.
I guess he could have. I don't just with that group, he probably wouldn't have worked as that. I don't know, man. Maybe it would have been good, honestly.
I don't know.
But I think Ben
He's my
Affleck
favorite Batman,
done a
though.
good job as. He did a good job as Batman, but he did his best acting in that show as Bruce Wayne.
That's because he was basically just playing himself.
Yeah, he made a very good Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne. And his Batman was just Batman.
Yeah.
But he came off better when he was out of costume.
Yeah, that's when he was like, all right, so I just play myself, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Rich, self-obsessed, got it.
Yeah, Batman. Or
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne. There you go.
Yep.
Crazy billionaire with a whole lot of issues.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely him.
That's Batman in general, man.
Mm-hmm.
I liked in The Accountant.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, it's real good.
Haven't seen it.
I think we said this last podcast.
Probably. We tend to rant on the same things a lot.
Yeah, we always end up circling back to the same things.
That what makes it so interesting.
How many twists and turns we took just in this conversation?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, how'd we end up on Batman? A few minutes ago, we were talking about Harry Potter.
Let's talk about galleons.
Yeah. Well, we were talking. I know what got us here, so I don't need to explain it. The
Yeah,
audience
I
listen
lose.
to it. They know how we got here.
I lose track, but anyway, here we are.
Are you sure they know? Because they're probably listening like, yeah.
What the hell
How
just
did we
happened?
get
What?
to this point? They're probably stopping. Let me rewind this and
I'm
figure
not
out how
sure
we
what
got
happened.
there.
There you go. Yeah. Now we were talking about the remaking of series.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
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 So, I thought there's going to be, over time, lots of different versions of it. Because the story's going to be around. Here's the thing I wonder, though. All the parks are set on what we know from the movies right now. The movies that we have.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years, everything is set from the movies. What are they going to do when they redo it?
Well, I mean,
I think
yes and no. There's only two things they're going to change. I
don't know. Are they?
Forbidden Journey. Because you have Ron, Harry, Hermione pop up in it, and Dumbledore as the movie ones.
Okay.
Recast those, and on the train, the voices, which they already redone Hermione on the
Yeah, that voice is already wrong to begin with. So.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do there. But that is not Hermione's voice. If it is, something was severely wrong with her that day.
But I think it's going to vary based on how popular the show is. If it is like wildly, wildly popular, I mean, not just with Harry Potter fans, but like with everybody,
then they might start revamping.
They'll go through
parks.
and start changing everything.
Yeah.
But if it's just, it's good, but it's not drawing what we thought, then they'll just leave everything the same with the parks.
Or is that going to be the staple of what it looks like, what it is now? I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Are they going to change the look of the goblins? Are they going to change the look of the house elves? Are they going to keep it exactly like the movies?
I think they're going to keep the look the same. They're just changing the actors in it.
That might be the case. That might be considering what all the parks are set up, that might be the only way they can go. And I'm assuming they're going to be reusing the sets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to have the same look. The colors won't change from the uniform. That's stapled in the book.
Oh, yeah.
The basic look of the uniforms can't change because that's in the book too.
Well, you say that how the robes are described in the book and how they are in the movies is completely different.
Well, this is true.
They look way more Muggle-like in the movies. In the books, they wear robes. Like they wear actual robes. Well, when they take the robes off, they're in their boxers.
It's obvious that they modeled a lot of the school uniforms off of actual British school uniforms.
Yeah. Right.
Which is cool.
I want it to be more book-like. I want them to be in. I know it would be terrible for the actors because it has to be just ridiculously hot. But I want them in like actual robes, kind of like how it's described in the book. Not robes like we have in the Muggle world where it's like a bathrobe. I'm talking about they have the robes where they basically slide it over themselves, kind of like a winter dress or something.
Yeah, because at any point in the books did they describe like ties or anything like that?
I mean, when they're talking Vernon Dursley.
No, I mean for the
Wizards, no.
So that was kind of a movie thing created.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's also
a British
marketing thing.
Well,
because they sell
very good, true.
Because they sell the blazers and the shirts and the ties and the school. They sell the whole school outfit down there. Which one of these days I want to have. I want the Quidditch outfit. The full Quidditch outfit, even down to the broom, because I will wear that to the parks one day. Might not go on many rides because I don't want to keep putting that stuff up because you couldn't put the broom in none of the lockers down there.
No, there's definitely not. What broom are you getting? Firebolt, Nimbus 2000,
Nimbus,
Nimbus 2001,
Nimbus 2000. You got to go with the classic.
A clean sweep.
Well, you don't really see the
shooting star
in there, or the shooting star.
I'm just now starting to name off all the brooms from Quidditch champions.
It just you don't know what any of them look like. So I mean, I could literally grab the broom out of the house and it's like, yeah, I got one, because you don't know what it looks like.
I'll be like, yep, that's a shooting star.
Yep, you could literally. I'm gonna get on there and see if I can find anybody who made their own broom.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard.
I'm sure there's plenty.
Oh, yeah. It wouldn't be hard to do.
We'll get a Roomba 2.0.
There you go.
Get on Etsy and look. That'd be pretty cool. To see what everybody else's idea in their head, what one of the brooms would look like. Because when they first come out with the movie wands, I was like, oh, that's cool. Kind of what I thought a wand would look like. Then when it went on through to the series, they changed all their wands up. I was like, wait a minute. That ain't what that wand used to look like. I guess they were like, well, we just can't keep selling these little brown-looking sticks to everybody.
Yeah.
We got to individualize them. That way we can make more money.
And there's still some wands, like when I'm on the Wizarding website and stuff, and you're looking at like character wands. There's some of them that's like, that's just too plain. Malfoy's wand. It literally just looks like
It's a stick.
It's a black stick. It's like, yeah, that's too boring. It's like the only cool wands are Voldemort's, Dumbledore's, which is the Elder Wand, Bellatrix's curved wand.
Yep.
I like it.
I love mine.
Makes you wonder on that one. Jumping off subject again. Why is hers like that? The only other one we see that's got a curve in it like that is Crumbs.
Yeah, you have a point.
So did she get an Ollivander wand, or did she get... I don't know the other wand maker.
Grigorovich.
So maybe that's a Grigorovich wand. Maybe that's why it's curved. Maybe all his have that staple curve.
Maybe, but I kind of doubt it. I know for sure she went to Hogwarts. So
Yeah,
I
but where did she get her wand at, I wonder?
I would assume it was still.
Popped in my head, man. Had to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can look that up. There's probably an answer for that, but I would assume it's still.
I still say it's
Let's
probably
see.
Ollivander. Or it might have been a passed down wand.
It may have been. May have come from Grigorovich or someone else.
Or before
Ollivander.
Yeah.
Ollivander's style seems to be pretty much a straight.
No, because my wand, I've got Nicholas Flamel's wand.
Nicholas Flamel's 600 years old.
Well, this is true.
Yeah.
I've got his wand. And
So
it's got
his
the little
coulda
piece
came-
that kind of kicks out to the side. And that's why I wanted it.
And I'm pretty sure Ollivander not that old, so
Ollivander did make Bellatrix's wand.
he did.
Yep.
Well, there you
The
go.
first one, or I know he made the second one.
He made the first one.
Okay.
Walnut, dragon heartstring, 12 3/4 inches, unyielding.
Means she's not flexible. I like to put that to the test. That's my woman. Out of all the cast and stuff, that's the one.
Not gonna argue you that one.
Liked her in Sweeney Todd.
Oh yeah,
Even though she can't cook for shit in Sweeney Todd. I don't want none of her food.
Well, I mean, it ain't her ability; it's her ingredients. I want to steer away from.
Yeah. Her ability got pretty good, but then again, the ingredients kind of
Yeah,
took
the
a turn.
ingredients is what I'm going to leave alone.
Go eat a meat pie and you find a toe in it, you know. Corey shakes over there.
yeah, just
Frey
thank God.
pie.
Yeah, yeah. We saw that in Game of Thrones. And it's also described in the Game of Thrones book.
No.
That's why the biggest castle at the wall is not used anymore. It's abandoned. Yeah, the story of whoever the
I don't know this story.
whoever the King of the Night's Watch was at that time had the I can't remember exactly how the story goes now. It's been too long since I read that Game of Thrones book. But basically, he had one of the high up people. It may have been I don't think it was the actual. I think it was like the King of the North at that time or something. And he had him at the castle, and basically served him his son up inside of a pie. And it was basically from then on, it was supposed to be cursed and
Don't
everything.
say for that they abandoned the castle?
Well, supposedly after that, the castle was cursed.
Yeah, and that if you go by Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, I could see that happening.
Yeah. It was one of those things where, if you invite somebody in and offer them food, now they're under your protection. So you can't then murder them.
I had not read this, was not aware. Which castle would that be? Eastwatch by the Sea?
No, it's in between Eastwatch by the Sea and Castle Black. And I can't think of the name of it. It's the biggest one, and now it's completely abandoned. But it's been too long
Somebody
since I
brought
read
their
that.
big map up here they was talking about. We could
Yeah,
just look
where's
right
the-
up on the wall and
I need to
see
do
that.
I need to do that. I don't know if it lists every castle, though. I know it lists Castle Black, and it lists Eastwatch by the Sea, and the one toward Mormont's.
Yeah,
I thought there were
it's
only
over near
3
Bear
on
Island.
I thought there was one on each end and Castle Black in the middle.
No, there's a bunch of them, but most of them have been abandoned. There's only 3 that are still garrisoned.
Actively used.
Oh, okay.
There's a ton of them.
I didn't think that area is that big. I mean, I know it's...
Yeah, the wall stretches the whole northern
but it
border.
necks down to a small area on the map, anyway.
Well, it just looks small on the map.
Yeah, it doesn't really give a scale as like this much is a mile or something.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah.
Alrighty then, let's see here.
It's like 3 major shifts in like under 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we're in Westeros.
Oh, we'll change again in a minute. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Gotta bring it up. Since nobody else brought it up, I gotta jump into another franchise. We lost James Earl Jones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sucks. So, rest in peace, James.
Voice of Darth Vader.
Man, Mufasa.
That other castle,
And
not
a
to
ton
switch.
of great movies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Not to switch subjects, but just real quick.
Oh, yeah.
You had Castle Black, Eastwatch by the Sea, and the Shadow Tower.
Is that the one that's abandoned?
The Shadow Tower is the one that you was talking about. The other one that's near
Ah, okay.
Bear Island. Those are the 3 that are still garrisoned. And this page I'm on is not mentioning anything about the ungarrisoned ones, but there's, like I said, there's quite a few more.
Okay, cool. I was not aware. I just know the references of those 3. I assumed they were only 3.
No, there's
So at one time, when the wall was fully manned, there was quite a lot of people there.
Yeah.
there are 19 castles
Wow.
spread along the wall. And like I said, only 3 of them are still garrisoned.
So 19 castles spread across the wall. So when they were all manned, wow.
You got the Nightfort was one of them that used to be garrisoned. I need to find a better article on this because this is not giving me exactly what I want. Because it says somewhere in the Game of Thrones book, I remember reading it, it's been too long ago, where it literally tells you all of the different castles. Oh, here we go. This may tell me something that says in the books. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I'll have to find a different article. So you can go back to talking about James Earl Jones.
Oh, that's wanted to mention that he had passed. For anybody that just knows him as Vader and just knows him as Mufasa, check out some of the other. Probably most people know him from Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams, Coming to America.
Mm-hmm. And just a ton of movie appearances and TV appearances. Did you guys see the thing I put in the group chat with him and Robin Williams?
Yes,
From
yes,
Mrs.
I did.
Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great scene. I'd forgot all about that. So, yep, the passing of one of the best.
I found the name of all the castles, and I just got to say, some of these castle names are just crazy.
Well, it's George naming them, so, you know.
Exactly.
He's probably picking things out of a room to name them by. The Bottle Tower.
Okay, you've got Castle Black. You got Deep Lake. You got Eastwatch by the Sea. You've got Green Guard. Grey Guard.
Really thinking out of the box on those 2, wasn't he?
You got Frost Hill. Ice Mark. Long Barrow. Nightfort. I think that's the cursed one. Oakenshield.
Stole straight from Lord of the Rings.
Queen's Gate. Rhyme Gate.
Those are cool.
Sable
actually.
Hall, Sentinel Stand, Shadow Tower, Stone Door, Torches, West Watch by the Bridge, and Woods Watch by the Pool.
Well, hey.
The last two was like, you know, you got East Watch by the Sea, so West Watch by the Bridge. It makes sense. Those are your two corner ones. But then you got Woods Watch by the Pool. Like, what in the world is that?
Close to a wooded area, I'm guessing, and a pool.
Apparently.
Which really, when you got 19, you know, I guess, you know, you name them by what's near them.
Yeah. I mean, that makes perfect sense. It's just the names were just funny.
See, man, that opens up a huge story that would probably be cool for the beginning of the Night's Watch.
Oh, it does.
At full power, that would have been quite an assembly of
And it was.
men and military force right there.
And you wonder why they needed all that.
And over the years, it just dwindled down, and damn. Getting off subject a little bit, but not really. It's kind of like, hey, man, both of you guys spend a lot of time on social media, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, but
He don't.
Have you seen... We just passed the anniversary of 9/11. Have you seen a lot of stuff online about it?
On Instagram, I did.
I have not. In the people I follow, I didn't see much of anything.
I did on Instagram.
And I would think some of the people I follow, it would have been on there, but apparently not. 20 some odd years into it, I don't know.
Well, they still have the parade of lights and stuff. I don't know if anybody still goes to it from down this area. I don't know when they first
I didn't
started
hear anything
doing it.
about it this year.
I
Yeah,
know,
my son went to it.
yeah,
Yep.
Jeff, the water temple guy, went too.
But
Him
I
and
just
his
noticed,
grandkids.
I really noticed on Instagram and TikTok, I just didn't see much.
It wasn't much on my Facebook, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I haven't been on Facebook that much. Been more on Instagram here lately.
It just seemed, I don't know, there just wasn't anything there like you would expect, like you usually see.
Yeah.
But 20 some odd, I mean, you got adults now that wasn't alive at the time, don't remember anything. They just know what they've heard afterwards.
Well, yeah.
So I don't know, man. People, a lot like we was talking about the Night's Watch. As time goes on, it fades into memory. Blah la 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 la.
Yep.
People just don't think about it, or so there you got 3 castles manned by what? The people who didn't want to die at execution, so they took. So they went to the wall.
Yep.
People whose father wanted them threw out, so they sent them to the wall.
Yeah.
Sam.
And then the ones who got lied to and said, "Oh, it's the greatest thing in the world."
Yeah,
you know.
the Stark who drew the short straw.
Yeah.
Or in this case, was just straight up lied to about what the Night's Watch was when it comes to John.
He thought he was going to go there and do some kind of noble stuff, but
It was just the place to be threw away at that time, you know.
Yeah.
Because not even the people who were in the Night's Watch really realized what they were there for. They're just there to fight wildlings off.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they thought.
I mean, really,
No, I'm
what's
here
the
to
threat?
just, man this 700-foot tall ice wall
From-
to keep some wildlings out.
Yeah,
It's like, really? You think that's what this 700-foot tall ice wall was built for? Wow. And I was right. The Nightfort is the name of that castle. It's the biggest castle and the oldest castle on the wall. It dates back to the ancient war at Sea Dragon Point between the Kings of Winter and the Starks of Winterfell.
the Kings of Winter. See that's. I want to see that.
Well, it's the Kings of Winter and the Starks of Winterfell fought against the Warg King and the Children of the Forest.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
oh, that'd be a good one.
See, I want some more of that story.
Yeah.
Anything in the north, man.
And then also that story I was halfway telling, I got some of it right. Basically, at that time you had the Night King, whose name has been wiped from the memory of man because of what he did. I'm going to explain. Where he had his rat cook serve up an Andal King, and it was either Tywell Lannister II or Oswald Arryn, one of the two. They don't know which one it was.
They got cooked.
No, they cooked his son
Ah,
and served him Prince Bacon Pie.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh. See, I'd be a little leery about what I ate back then.
Yeah.
Apparently, King Sherritt called down his curse on the Andals of old.
You think they could have got a curse breaker in there to break that curse?
The bill was tied up.
Probably. Didn't have the gold for it.
So yeah, it's there's some cool stories.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, man. Maybe George went a little too much into those and didn't stay on the straight path enough to finish those books and then branch off. But hey, it's his books.
Yep. It's his world. We're just trying to live in it.
Yep.
And apparently, at some point, the two of the castles, the Nightfort and then the Snowgate, they went to war with each other. I guess the leader of the one and the leader of the other wanted to be the leader of both or something. So, needless to say, the Stark from Winterfell had to come down and just take both their heads. Like, I'm gonna solve this problem.
Yeah.
Take some. Here's ice, and now neither of you have a head. Problem solved.
So, like, let's say Ned Stark. Before all the events of King Landing, all that started, he's the Warden of the North. Mm-hmm. Is he, like, got jurisdiction over the wall? Over the Lord Commander?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I was curious about that.
The Starks,
Yeah.
From what I can gather, I mean, I could be completely wrong, but from what I can gather, the Starks basically control everything north of the Twins.
So the wall definitely falls under his jurisdiction.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's got power over the Lord Commander, I assume, to some degree.
Right. I would imagine that the Lord Commander of Nightfort has to have some power, but I think if it came down to it, if a Stark from Winterfell, whoever the Stark from Winterfell that was the head of the house, if he gave an order, they would have to follow.
That makes sense if you think about it from House of the Dragon. When Jace goes to the wall, he doesn't meet with the Lord Commander. He meets with Cregan Stark.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I was watching some reels on, I think it was Instagram or something. They was talking about how Jon Snow got cheated out of the ending of the Battle of the White Walkers.
I agree.
How he was set up all the way through the story to be the one to take him out. He had the sword and everything. Then all of a sudden, Arya comes jumping out of the dark and something and pretty much steals it.
Agreed.
It could have been done a whole lot better. She could have come in there and been helping him with the other bad guys that was behind him, taking them out while he was fighting the main guy. That would have been good. But
instead, he's playing hide and seek with a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, written poorly.
Real poorly.
So that whole build-up went nowhere with Jon.
Oh, the build-up of
everything. Almost everything.
Every story or legend that you was looking to come through never happened.
The only one that played out halfway decent was the Hounds. Was Sandor Clegane's.
Yeah. Them two dying in the fiery battle, that was about how you would see it. But everything else, they set so much up to happen.
Oh yeah, that was
none of it ever come true.
That was the big letdown with the whole ending. Was there's so many little subplots that just went out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw these in here,
good God.
and we'll just take them out.
The Valancourt prophecy, throw it out the window.
Yes, I was screaming about that prophecy for like the whole of season 7 and 8, waiting for it to come true, and it's like, nope, we forgot about that. Sorry.
I know y'all don't like Theon, but his whole transition and I mean, granted, he went out saving Bran, but what was he saving Bran from?
Himself.
Bran was just, I don't know. Very let down, big let down.
Yeah, I thought he'd have a better ending than what he did.
Yeah, he charged the Night's King with a stick. Like, he gonna win. He got any chance of winning that? No.
Yeah. I've said it before, but we're gonna do it one of these days. We're gonna have to do a podcast. You have to prepare a lot ahead of time, but we're gonna do a podcast where each of us give a very detailed how we would have ended Game of Thrones.
Oh,
like I'm talking going into like real detail.
Mm.
I've had a lot of time to think about this because another podcast I listened to years ago, back when season 8 ended the way it did, that's one of the things they was doing. Like they were, they decided they was gonna come up with their own ending, and they they went into super detail. What the podcast was like 6 hours long for 2 of them to describe how they would have ended Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if I can go 6 hours in.
No,
so
I can wrap mine up in much less than that.
I've had plenty of time to think about it. I could wrap mine up quick, but for me to go into detail describing it, it'll probably take me about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But we're going to do that one of these days.
Probably wait till after the next
season of House of the Dragon
goes out, and then.
Or whenever Dunkin' Egg comes out.
Mm.
Well, yeah.
That'll be next year.
Hopefully.
And I would assume, based on that casting call for Harry Potter, if you notice what it says that you need to be between the ages of 9 and 11 as of April 2025. So that sounds to me like they're going to start filming April next year.
Yep.
Could be wrong, but
no, it sounds about
that's what
right.
I'm getting from that. They're
Well,
going to
aren't
start
they talking
filming.
about a 2026 release for it?
They was.
They was.
Well, no, they still are, but I'm just... even when that come out, I was like, I don't see it happening. It's.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
if it is, it's going to be late. It's going to be, like a October, November release.
I would be happy with that.
Absolutely. It's got to come out around that time.
Yeah.
Between September to November, it's got to come out in there somewhere.
Yep.
It can't come out in like June. Just no.
Just assuming, based on how short the first book is,
Almost.
I'm assuming that the first season's only going to be like 7 or 8 episodes. So
I don't know.
And I really kind of wish it wasn't going to be on a streaming service and it was like a theatrical release. That's what I'd rather see. But
I mean, they were releasing Game of Thrones episodes in theaters as they come out because it was so popular. So that may happen.
That may happen. If they do that,
they won't do it from the start.
We must be there.
They won't do it from the start. It'll be something that if it's super popular, they may do for season 2.
Yeah, because I'd definitely go to theaters and watch it.
Oh, yeah, we definitely would.
And it better be some people representing their houses and shit when we go. Because the last couple of times we went to the damn movies to watch a Harry Potter movie, we was the only ones.
Well, you're going 20 years into the franchise.
I don't give a damn.
I'm just saying it's not like a fresh release.
I understand that. But at least a T-shirt, a hair bow, a freaking keychain with something on it. There wasn't even nobody in house colors there but us. It's kind of a letdown.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have not only did I have a Slytherin, my Slytherin Quidditch captain T-shirt on, but I had on my Slytherin jacket. And because this was back in when the first one was re-released in theaters around here. It was back in the wintertime. So I had on my Slytherin jacket, had on my Slytherin scarf, my Slytherin toboggan.
I'm afraid you're not going to get that kind of response from general people until it's something new. A 20-year-old movie, they're not going to do it.
Again, if you are a true fan,
I'm just saying. If it was handled right by the vendors, you might get that.
Well, yeah, because the only way you know about it is to actually go to the movies and find out.
If they were hyping it, you might get that. It's not like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, where they air that in theaters and people just come in costume and it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the problem is there's too many different movie theaters. Like, I guess you could call them brands. Because you've got, like, down at Universal, that movie theater is a Cinemark. And, ours is a Marquee Cinema. And there's, there's a bunch of other different cinemas out there. So, like, when one cinema decides to do, like, a re-showing of Harry Potter, it's just for that that branch of cinemas. So they may throw commercials up, but it's like, well, we don't have that cinema close to us, so it doesn't mean nothing for us. I've actually been seeing commercials on TV for the reshowing of Harry Potter, but it's for a cinema that we don't have around here.
Oh,
So it means nothing.
there was a place that had a 22-hour marathon.
Yeah, you put it in the group chat. That looked amazing.
Yes, I would have went to that.
And I love that it started at nighttime.
Yes. I'd have went and watched every bit of it.
Yep.
They had intermissions in between. That way you can use the bathroom and stuff, get you something to eat and everything. Get woke up and then come right back in for the next movie.
I would love for something like that, but I would want it to be in a theater like they have down at Universal.
Oh, no, I'd fall asleep in that one. I'd have my seat kicked back.
That's the whole point. It's like, it's 22 hours long. You're going to sleep sometime in there. So it's like, you got to pick your spot of, okay, which movie do I care the least about the end and the beginning? Because I can catch a nap right at the end of one, end of intermission, and the beginning of the next, and then wake up. Now, by doing that, the best part of all the Harry Potter, at least the best part of the books, and most of the time the best part of the movies, is always the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
So you're really missing the best parts of whatever movie you decide to do that with. Unless you decide to just take, like, the fourth or fifth movie, for instance, and like, I'm just going to sleep through the middle part.
I go fifth movie.
For me, it would probably be the fourth movie. If I'm trying to pick when to sleep, it'd be the fourth one, sometime in the middle of it. The beginning of the fourth movie is great. That's when you get the Quidditch World Cup. And the end of it's great because that's when Voldemort comes back. But the middle part, even the fourth book, the middle part of that book is a little tedious and kind of long.
I say it with the Order of the Phoenix.
See, I love Order of the Phoenix. I just finished it too.
I can't handle the whining of Harry, so I could sleep right through that.
I don't care much for it either, but there's so much other good stuff going on in that book.
Oh, yeah.
That it's just, it's so good. I just finished it. Now, that being said, I did just finish it, and I'm like super excited to start 6 now.
6 is one of my favorite books.
6 is my favorite movie.
That's my favorite book.
It's I think it's my second favorite book behind the 5th one.
Because you learn so much about Voldemort in it. That's why I liked it so much.
You do.
That's why it's always been my favorite.
Well then, I believe our journey is slowly creeping to an end. We touched on just about every fantasy.
Like every freaking thing.
Anything you can think of, we talked about it.
At weird turns.
Yeah. Deep dived into some stuff I was not expecting to deep dive into.
Point.
Yeah,
But that's what you get on the night bus.
exactly. You never know what kind of conversation you're
It
going to
travels
hear.
anywhere and everywhere except for underwater.
I wonder what the night bus pays.
Well, right now, nothing.
Yeah.
No, I mean, what's Shumway make?
You mean
He's working a job.
Shunpike?
Yeah.
Stan Champagne.
Shumway. Dude, that's Alf. Never mind.
Stan Shunpike. Or
Yeah.
really, Ernie. Ernie's the driver.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but everybody's got to be making something, right, at the job.
Oh, yeah, I would assume they get paid.
So see, the people got to have money in the Muggle world or in the Wizarding world, right?
I just wonder if they're making more than Weasley is. It's working for the government.
Oh, God.
See, that's what if Mr. Weasley is like dirt poor and he's working for the government,
What kind of money could they be making?
what could Stan possibly be making?
We got to remember, though, in the 6th book, he got a substantial pay raise because he got a promotion.
Which one?
Weasley.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, point.
Yeah,
So-
that was all the way in the
Well,
book
you know,
6.
he was over
Yeah.
Muggle stuff, right? In the beginning,
Yeah.
that probably didn't pay very good. Wizarding World don't care about that. He had a very
Exactly.
low level
Well,
government
they don't
job.
care about Muggle stuff. They just didn't want people tampering with Muggle stuff that got.
So say,
And
but
ended up-
in their government, that's probably like a low scale job.
So you're saying
Fast
he
food.
was one of us.
Yeah, basically.
He got one of our jobs.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ron kind of brings it up. If Dad wasn't in fooling around with all this Muggle stuff, he'd have a better job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Weasley. Again, that's why I kind of put lumped him with us. Mr. Weasley could go out and probably get a better job, but he liked his job and he didn't care about the money.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, you hear him talk about, because I just listened to Chamber of Secrets again, and he went out and bought that Ford Angler just so he could take it apart and put charms on it. Where did he get the mug of money to buy it? Because he got to exchange galleons at the bank for
So
muggle
he had
money.
enough to buy a car?
Yeah.
Or did
bought
he
that car.
confiscate it?
No, he bought it. Mentioned it in the books. They went out and bought a car.
Interesting.
It is a Ford Anglia, so
Yeah. Well, to us, it's a cheap car.
a
To
very,
them,
very cheap car.
to them, it might not be.
Even in the 90s, a Ford Anglia was a cheap car.
It might be like our Chevettes,
Basically.
which were damn good cars. Go forever.
But it's time to end
Yep.
before we crash.
Then. We'll take another ride later on.
Exactly.
Next week.
Schedule. Get us a seat.
Just remember, throw out your wand hand, and we'll be there. Later.
Later.
Later.